Nice, nice, nice. Yo, let's go.
We're live. Should we go live with our phones too? Ooh, dang, the wife blowing up the phone though.
Uh-oh. Is that a good thing or
Welcome
bad thing?
everybody to Eklectik Vibe.
Hello.
Little bit of a last minute set here with one of the greatest filmographers.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, look, man, it's not an easy thing to do. That's what people don't. We were just talking about that. It's
That
not
is
an
true.
easy thing to do, and we're gonna run it.
Yep.
It's Matt,
Hello,
aka Piojo.
Piojo.
We got this shit going from Fully, all the way from the ghetto hour room. Y'all know what goes down. Hey, you know what happens in here, people. Y'all
Stays in
know
here.
what happens in here. But hey, man, we're gonna talk music. We're
Yes,
gonna
yes.
talk tacos.
Yes.
We're gonna talk marijuana cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk shit. We're gonna get into it today.
It's gonna be spicy.
And we got some dope tracks
Yep.
that he handpicked that I've never heard that he really likes that reminded me of cool shit. So,
Yep.
want to pop it off with the first couple of tracks?
Let's do it.
Let's
Vámonos.
go. Let's go. Let's go. So,
I'm ready.
once again, don't forget, people, Eklectik Vibe. We're just doing this because we feel like it.
Just
and
us.
this is America,
Just
and
us.
you can do what you want to do
Amen to that.
in America. Let me get this. Let's see. This is the first time we run it like this, though, people.
I'm excited.
Watch this. No computer, all projector. Pay out. Watch out. Oh, shit. Did we?
¿Qué pasó?
Oh, no,
What happened?
we're
What happened?
fast forwarding.
Oh,
We're
yes.
fast forwarding. I didn't skip. I fast forwarded. All right, we're skipping now. Whoever's listening. Here we go.
Oh,
We're
man.
going with live all the way from Japan. It is.
Wait,
Watch.
what?
Hold on. Let's play from the beginning.
Wait, really?
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, man.
Look at this. This was his first song choice for Matt right here.
What?
It's pretty cool, huh?
What
That's
the
what I
heck?
said. I was like, what? But it's them in Japan.
Dang.
You know, they were traveling, bro. They were like, you like us out
They're
here.
crossing the borders.
Ocean, so fuck borders. They're like, we got to get over there real quick. There you go. There you go. Ay, güey. I got shocked. I mean, come on now. With some Japanese writing in there. That's right.
Subtle maracas, bro.
Bro.
Subtle.
You can't get no more pimp than that.
You
Look
can't.
at this. That's a real pimp right there. What do you say? They would say, Bésame Chucho.
Chucho. I think you got the wrong lyrics.
You know who Chucho is. That's right.
Get it, boy.
I've always wanted to learn to play guitar like this, bro.
Right?
So
Right?
hard.
It's elegant.
It's so hard. Because it's a whole nother level of scales.
Mm-hmm.
Strumming, rhythm is easy. It's this guy right here.
You gotta be precise.
Whew.
Look at that.
Come on now. Shit.
Here it comes. Ooh. Yeah.
You see that though? Woo! Arigato. In Japan, out of all places, though.
This is crazy.
Isn't that great?
Bro, thanks for picking this one, man.
It's so cool.
Like, I know you're gonna pick live, but this
I said
one,
the same thing, bro. I was like, no way. In Japan?
Dang.
And it looks like it's like maybe 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
This one, never seen this either before. I was like,
Chicago,
yes.
Chicago.
What a song, bro. I love your song selection, by the
Really?
way. Your song
Very
selection
random,
is
huh?
fucking great.
It's all over
I
the
was like,
place,
yo. You hear them all drunk and everything. You know,
Yep,
Chicago's
yep,
a
yep.
clean cut band, but then this, I was like, hold on now. Ain't nobody seen Chicago like
like
this,
this.
except for
Hey,
the
same
people,
here.
except for the people that were there that night. You know what I
True.
mean?
Oh gosh! Oh my god! Holy crap, man! A whole different experience right now. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Dang. Oh. Here it comes, ready?
That's a rhinestone cowboy if I ever see one.
Right? I need sunglasses, bro. That hairstyle, though. You've ever rocked that hairstyle? Yeah. Whoa. I've never heard the electric piano like this in the song. Whoa. I like beats like this because you focus on the words.
Oh,
The beat is constant. You know what's gonna come with the beat, but the words.
I really like that 12 string he has, dude.
Hey.
I want to find something like that.
Okay. Yeah. My gosh. Wow. Dang, man. Dang. Oh.
See, I've heard this song before, but I've never seen it. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So the fact that I was looking at it, I was like, yo, what? You put a face to the music, you know? That's what I love about it.
And little quick thing, if you guys don't know, he is blind. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Oh,
so
what happened?
when you hear it, you can see it in his face, all his expressions, even more because his eyes are closed. He can't see nothing. All his expressions have always been on his face and his voice. So I think that's even more powerful too.
I hope it doesn't. I don't know what happened earlier. We're good though.
Gets me every time. You hear the shift, the change.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, dude. And it's the fact that you said he's blind. The fact that you brought that factor, it's not so much the not being able to see. It's what, for me at least, what he gained from not being able to see. You know what I mean? Like, he probably wouldn't have been able to sing the way he sings if he wasn't blind.
Because he relies solely, exactly.
Auditory fucking sense was heightened. You know what I mean? Ray Charles, fucking Stevie Wonder, me.
Bro, me, 5,000. Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, because he relies on those sensory, those options only. So
that's
of course,
intense, bro.
Of course, man.
Because I saw it.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Yep.
But then you said, he's blind.
Yep.
That explains everything.
Yeah,
like,
man.
bro, that's so crazy. So, okay, so these were childhood. This was childhood.
Childhood, man.
So did your parents grow up like, obviously you're eclectic, hence no pun intended, but
No, go
but
for it.
you were your parents musically inclined? Were they like, no?
They were the complete opposite, and I think the only reason why I was introduced to 2 out of those 3 songs would go back to because they were learning English coming to this country. So whatever they heard on the radio at that time, it really resonated with my parents at the time. So then that's when they really not pushed, but it was all over the house.
Right.
So bro, I grew up with Chicago, with Andrea, that guy, I butcher his name, but Bocelli.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I grew up with those, and it's.
And but it's more. It reminds you of your childhood. It wasn't like you were like, damn, I bought the vinyl when I was 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this was what your parents were like.
Yeah.
You're going to listen to this because you're in the car. And you have no choice but to listen to it. You know what I mean? But some people do that unknowingly, and they feed them shitty music, which there's bad music. There's no bad music. I've learned this with one of my friends. He's also a DJ, and he's like, there is no bad music out there. There's just different music.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So for somebody, goddamn, the tap on the table is like, ooh, that's my jam. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To somebody else, it's like, you got to give me a whole 30-piece drum set, and this guy's got to be, you know what I mean?
I get you.
So to everybody, they have their own taste.
Yep.
But what I was going to say was, when there's a certain type of sound fed to a certain age, a mind, it triggers different things. So you know how people say play classical for your babies. It really does, not just for your babies. You play classical music for your plants, they'll grow differently.
Yeah, isn't that
You know what I mean?
Yep. That's a trippy part, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's shitty music, but I don't know if your plant's going to grow the same to fucking toot it and boot it. To fucking, some good old
Nicki Minaj, bro.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. Because it's also the message these people are sending. If it's aggressive, it's whatever. It's all opinion or story or what happened. Nothing wrong with that. But there's certain sounds that do trigger certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these songs to you trigger that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the first one was Bésame Mucho, and that means kiss me a lot. And so the memory that song sparks is, as a kid, seeing my dad love my mom.
Oh.
And he would sing this song to her, right? And I was a little kid, and I was like, man, like, I want that.
Hey,
I want that. I want that connection. You know, like
cool.
My mom and dad are freaking a team, man. I love that. And just seeing all that, man, that song always reminded me of love, in a pure form. The message,
the exact message. They were like, they accomplished something right then and there with you. They're like, boom.
Yep.
That was the whole point of that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. What was the second one? Was Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
So I could not, bro, to save my life, man, I could not go to bed sometimes as a kid. My dad would take me in his car, late night drives, and put Chicago on, and I would fall asleep to that. Not because it was boring, but it was so relaxing.
Soothing.
You know, like I said, the beat, it was jumpy here and there, but you could follow with it. Even as a little kid, you could predict what was going to happen next.
That is a cool story,
you know?
bro.
And I love it, bro.
That is a cool story because the whole, my dad would take me in the car and listen to Chicago. Most dads are just like, I'm fucking tired. I'm done. I'm not even going to go to the car. You're crazy.
Yep.
He's going to fall asleep. But he's like, nah, I'm going to take this one. Watch this. That was like his, what I'm doing with my kids right now. I'm like, dude, I'm going to play you the song real quick. But I want you to listen to it. Yep. That's what he was doing without
him knowing, I think. Yeah.
It was just like, bro, I got to do something to mellow this kid out. Chicago.
And it worked. It worked. And it still works today.
That's fucking cool, bro. I love that shit. So, have you ever seen Chicago live?
No.
Never caught him live?
Never.
Okay, I think they're still performing.
I think so, bro. And I need to, man, because, again, you just opened up a whole new door.
Take your pops.
You know?
Oh, you take your pops, bro.
Actually, I don't know where my pops is now.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can't do that now.
You drove him crazy with Chicago.
Hey, like I said, you guys will see the story of everything kind of progresses.
All right. Well, do you want to dive into that? You want to talk about your pops? Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about. I'll wait for the middle school portion because then it kind of ties into it.
Let's go.
But the
last
third song, Andrea, also my dad. Now, I learned a lot from my dad in terms of being a sentimental person. You know, meaning everything that you say. You know, he thought a lot about what he would do. So any action, any words he would speak is because he thought it through. Or at least he put a lot of time into it, right? And so this song really relaxed him in order for him to make decisions. Really big decisions.
So that's what he would play when he was like, I can't handle today.
Exactly. Whoa, and so I, as a kid, was like, well, hey, hold up, bro. Like, why are you listening to this song? And as a kid, I'm like, what is this? Yeah. But the beginning notes caught me by surprise. It was that girl. And so I was like, oh, hold up, okay. And I just stood there, and I remember just listening to the whole song and closing my eyes, as cheesy as it sounds, closing my eyes and just imagining, moving my body to the beat. And I don't know if you guys saw this when it was playing, but I was just going with my hand because it's so relaxing and powerful. And every little note has a purpose behind it in that song. And
it is. It's. I mean, it's an orchestra. Everybody is different, doing something different.
Yeah.
That, like I said, aside the fact that he's blind, me, like I told you earlier, I'm an audiophile. I'll be like, yo, that song, obviously, it's before, like, it's one of those where it's like, people think Celine Dion is the only one that does shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, no, bro, hey, man, if you look into your shit, and like music itself, it's all been done, like we said. Yeah. But everybody does it differently. Like, if I believe if Celine Dion did that song, she'd kill it, but in her own way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And of course, people are gonna have their opinion, but that's the thing. That in a sense, that's his song because he's the only one that could sing it that way. That's the only dude. No, like, there's somebody's gonna try and replicate it. It's like, are you blind? Sorry, bro. It's the truth, bro.
You're right, though.
If he's not blind, he's not gonna sing anywhere near to his level because that dude's on another frequency. We're all on different frequencies, but he's on a whole nother frequency.
Exactly.
And the progression of his singing, which he was normal. This is what I sound like when I talk. Check this out. And then he don't know where. Boom, switches it on you. That's great, bro.
Yep.
That's music. that's music. A lot of people don't get that shit. They're like, nah, if it's got fucking 808, that's music. No. Listen, man. If it wasn't for this guy doing what he's doing, there wouldn't be no 808.
Yeah.
Trust.
I don't know. Honestly, bro, I feel like music throughout history, you piggyback. Whether you like it or not, you are piggybacking off of someone else. And then you make it your own, and this is how genres are made. But like you said, everything has been done.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I always tell people, too. I'm like, it's fucked up that somebody, like black people, and not even African Americans, but people that are Colombianos, are morenos, where they're like criticizing white artists taking salsa songs or shit like that, but it's like, bro, y'all stole it from somebody too, you can't say that because in a sense they are the roots, right? They're the root of certain sounds, and black music period, without it there wouldn't be what it is today.
Agreed.
The song of struggle, you know what I mean, the song of slavery, the song of hatred, that alone was like, and people that were having a good time were writing songs about having good times, you know what I mean, which there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, that's what I always tell people. I'm like, look, you take something from someone, you have to respect it. Like for those rappers that talk shit about Eminem, Vanilla Ice, like, bro, you do understand that most of the music in black rap, hip-hop, that was done by somebody else. They were ripping, jazz and doo-wop and all that. But nobody came up to him and be like, hey, as soon as Eminem or not even Eminem, more Vanilla Ice. He did it one time and they hated him for it. They were like, this fool, this and that. Like, but y'all been doing it too.
It's the same concept, man. Same concept, man.
There's no sense in taking something like what you have right now, what you feel when you hear those songs, and saying they're mine. Like for for those people that go to concerts are like, I've known them since they first started. It's like, that's great, but that doesn't give you the right to hate on somebody that just started listening. He says, oh, you're not a real fan. It's like, bro, listen, I might not have even seen the band, but I guarantee you I understand the fucking music more than you do.
I'm sure.
And I'm not talking shit. I'm just telling you, I'm sitting there and I'm listening. You go to a concert and you're only a fan because you want to see them. Coming back to this homie, he doesn't see shit.
Nope.
And he's just like, I go to shows, bro, I close my eyes. And I'm like, I'm standing way in the back because 1, it sounds better. 2, you get more drinks in the back. And 3, you just close your eyes and you're just fucking floating. And I'm like, dude, I'm not here to see you. I'm here to listen to you. If you were a movie, then okay, but even then, I would still listen to the movie. You know what I mean?
That's trippy. Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
Because, think about it. This guy's blind. He doesn't even see this woman in front of him. He can't even see anybody in their bandstand. All he can do is hear them. Based off of that alone, every single time he sings, every single time he maybe even speaks, it's with that way down there.
So much more context behind it.
Because you're like, dude, I can't see you. There's no communication with my sight. And that's a big part in people's lives. When you talk to somebody, you look at them in their eyes, they're like, oh shit, we're engaged. That's a moment right there. And then somebody that looks down and you're like, oh, I don't know about this guy. He's kind of sketchy. You know what I mean?
True.
It's something huge. And for this guy to go out there and sing to a massive amount of people and not look at any of them, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
man.
crazy. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think I'd be kind of like, what am I doing right now? Why am I not looking at them? You know?
Well, do you think that is because? Are you saying that you said all that because you already know what it's like to have vision?
Exactly.
So you think if you were like him, you were born with no vision, you think you'd be okay then?
I think every blind person born blind naturally. I personally feel that I don't think it's a matter, like I said, it's common sense. Your hearing is going to be so much better than somebody that can see and hear. If you're deaf, your sight is going to be better than most people's sight because you're using more brain power to make up shapes and colors. And if you're blind, you're using more brain power to be like, oh, like if they hear a sound, they can't tell you if it's orange or red, but they can tell you what key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
So it's like, what's more important,
Exactly.
tone or color?
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, to a blind person, color. You know what I mean? But they're pushing their brain more for that, and
to the limits.
Like my brother taught me something not too long ago. He's like, "Hey, bro, have you ever tried brushing your teeth with your left hand?" And I was like, "That's a great idea."
Yeah.
And ever since, this was like maybe like 2-3 years ago, I've been brushing my teeth with my left, and now I try it with my right. I'm like, this is weird.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Right?
So it's like muscle memory of the mind, musically, visually. That's like the greatest stimulant of all. Like you're auditory, and then you were more stimulated. And we're like, what? I've never seen this. You know what I mean? We get double the pleasure, but at the same time, I think we're kind of like less heightened in our senses.
Yeah. Oh,
you know
agreed. Agreed. Like you just said, when you go to a concert, you know, you can see the person, but bro, if you depend on where you are in the stadium, you hear things differently, man. Like I was in the freaking nosebleeds at a concert in LA for this DJ, and I just closed my eyes, and man, I didn't have to see the guy. I know he was right there, and a part of me was like, open your eyes and see him, but I'm like, no. Let me enjoy this.
But I am seeing it. Yeah. Not like you, but I am.
In a whole different way. Bro, I was moving. I was moving.
That's what I'm telling you. I do that every single concert I go to. And I don't care what people think. That's the best part.
Who cares?
Because you're just, boom, and they're like, oh, this was on a good ass one. It's like, I am, but I'm not. I mean, I might be stoned and I might be drunk, but I'm not tripping hard. Still. You know? Yeah.
No, but
so, all right, let's get into some more. What do we got next here? I actually forgot what you got next, dude. Let's see. Middle school.
Oh, bro, this is when it gets kind of dark.
But tell us what year was middle school for you, at least.
Oh, 2010, 11, 12?
Yeah, all right, let's go. 2000. We're going to 2010. Welcome to the time machine. Damn, that's what we should call it.
I like that. Welcome to the time machine.
Welcome to the time machine. Where the machine ain't got no time. Oh, shit, wait, I'm fast forwarding. God damn, that was terrible. That was terrible. All right, we're
second
still
time.
Hey, Bon Jovi.
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
let's go.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Oh, let me fix this.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised right here in Houston.
Just defines the 80s, bro.
Right?
It
Look
just
at him, look at
defines the
him.
80s.
Cheetah Girls vibe right here.
He's just like, let it low, let it linger. Oh, he loves that part. That guy just loves that part.
He does. He
Can't
knows
wait
it.
for that part.
This is the part of the song that goes on forever. For some reason, it goes on and on.
Hey, we're here for the full ride, brother. We're here for the full ride.
Don't stop.
Oh man. Oh,
Epic show, too, dude.
oh my
So I
god.
found this version, bro.
I know this one.
Yeah.
I know this one.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about that distance, I'm right there. If you get lonely, give this song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh,
That's a dope-ass harmony, bro. It's not easy to do, man.
oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard. Just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills. With this guitar, we'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If ever a simple song I wrote to you, take your breath away, I'd write it all. Even more in love with me, you'd fall. We'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me.
Was it a Guitar Center session or what was it?
This
no,
guy
no, I'm serious.
You saw the
It
guitar-
is a Guitar Center session.
Bro, that is the funniest thing ever. Oh man.
I'm just saying, there's some nice guitars back there, bro.
Yeah. I wouldn't have guessed that, bro. Good eye. Good eye.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. When I see music, it just
see
catches.
everything, huh?
It just catches my eye, bro. I'm sorry. I see their instruments. I see their straps.
Really?
It's part of being an audiophile, bro. It's weird. You see instruments you've never played. You're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what year is that? You know?
I like that.
I love that because sometimes, like this guitar.
Yeah.
You be good, don't you miss me? 2 more years and you'll be done with school. I've been making history like I do. You'll know it's all because of you.
Subtle sponsorship right there. I like it.
Hey.
You see?
They know how to work
They-
it, bro.
they do,
That's
bro.
why they still in business.
The cameraman. I gotta give him props.
He said, let me just blur it a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Oh, oh, whoa.
And you know he wrote that for somebody.
Oh,
it's
come
all
on.
it is.
It
It's
has
just-
to.
And I hope you heard this song, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Hey, Guitar Center sessions.
I told you, bro. I
Brought
know.
to you
Hey,
by
I know
Guitar
Guitar Center when I see one, bro.
Oh,
I like this band, bro.
yeah, you do?
I looked for more songs,
Yeah.
and I was like, ooh, I like this shit. It's like emo rock. I love this shit, bro.
It's a Christian band, too.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Fumbling his confidence and wondering why the world is passing by.
Yep. Jets to Brazil, bro. You'd like them.
ourselves somewhere inside. Dreaming about Providence,
do me a
the
favor,
weather
close that
minds
door.
the men have got a second.
Slam it shut.
Maybe we've been living with our eyes half open. Maybe we're bent and broken.
I really like this band, dude.
Oh, we were meant to live so much more.
That's gonna be my next mix. Emo rock.
Emo rock. Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
It's like it's rock. It's not soft rock. It's still hard, but it's not over like hardcore. You know, like emo core. Yeah.
Exactly.
We want more than this world's got to offer. We want more than the wars of our fathers. Everything aside, it's good for second life. Yeah, we were meant to live so much more, but we lost ourselves. We were meant to live so much more. We lost ourselves. We were meant to live so much more, but we lost ourselves. We were meant to live.
Bro, he's feeling that guitar. He was like, ah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Dang.
Hey,
Oh, man,
Switchfoot,
bro.
bro.
God.
You turned me to a new band for sure.
Did I?
Most definitely.
Oh, man.
When I heard it, I was like, hey, and you know what? I actually typed in the wrong song, but by the right band.
Okay.
And the one that I first heard, I was like, yes, as soon as it started. And then I was like, wait, this isn't the one. And then I put this, I was like, yeah, even I was like, dude, I love
man.
that. There you go.
That's
this is
really
why
good, bro.
I do this.
Yep.
Exactly why I do
Yep.
this. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I need a way to hear music. You know, you'll hear it on the radio and you'll be like, hey, it sounds pretty cool. But then it's more exciting because I see you. It's your memory, you know. So you said middle school. This was all middle
bro.
school.
Middle school,
Wow.
man. Yeah. You
What
ready?
yeah, let's
You
go.
ready, bro?
dude. What was the
Oh,
first one
man,
again?
bro. First one was Don't Stop Believing
Okay, yeah,
by
yeah,
Journey.
yeah.
So I was forced into playing piano. Learn how to play piano at a young age, right? So I transferred that into middle school. I
You mean
picked
you
up
weren't Ray
trumpet.
Charles? Come on, right?
Going crazy. But because that's all I was doing in school, and home started becoming aggressive, violent, abusive,
Okay.
I was trying to find a way to kind of have fun with life. And so all I knew was music at that time. So I started going with, hey, let's learn songs that are different.
Ooh,
And so
okay.
when I saw this, Don't Stop Believing, I was like, I like the beat. And then I use YouTube. We all know YouTube, how to
Hey.
learn. And I got the chord progression. I got all the different notes. And I started learning. And that then was my little escape because of all the things that was going on at home.
Okay. All right. All
And
right.
so that's how that started, bro. Don't Stop Believing. And then I entered a talent show with my church with my cousin and this other girl named April, bro. And there's a video on Facebook, and I'm glad it hasn't resurfaced, bro.
Hey,
But it's me with
you
the
gotta
vest.
find that.
No,
you gotta
bro.
find that.
My account is private too, and for a specific reason, it's on private. But bro, I have a vest. I dress like the guys that you saw, man.
Okay,
It was weird.
okay.
Haircut, had a bowl haircut like Justin Bieber, bro. I had a black vest, man.
Yes.
But it all started because I wanted to find a way to express my anger, my sadness, and piano.
Was it a hard song to learn? Like, did you get frustrated with it?
No.
No.
Not
so
that
you were
one.
just like, dun,
I
dun,
think
dun,
I was
dun,
so
dun,
emotionally invested with wanting to learn it that it
Okay.
didn't seem difficult whatsoever. It
Okay.
was just so fun. The
Wow.
journey was fun. Journey was fun. Not
No
trying to be
pun
cheesy.
intended.
No pun intended. But it was a fun journey, honestly, bro. Learning that song on the keys was so fun, man.
So did you keep playing piano after that, or were you like, okay?
So I even to this day, like if you put chord progressions in front of me, I can still play that.
Let's go.
And I can go with the
so that
worship
ignited.
Yes, it ignited something in me. Man.
Your way of escape.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Even now, bro, as an adult, if I have a stressful day, no one's home, I'll get to my piano, I'll pull up a worship song, man, and I'll just start playing again, and I just put all my emotion into it, man.
Hey.
And it's simple chord progressions. It ain't nothing fancy, man. But
listen, bro, I've been playing drums, bass, guitar. Piano's hard. It only because it's that type of instrument like the drums. But drums, you know, you can make crazy accents if you're an amazing drummer. But when it comes to, you know, the finger part where you're like
the coordination.
Yeah, and guitars can do that too. But at the same time, even with the piano, you still use your feet too for the, you know. So it's like piano's crazy, dude.
It's so fun,
and it's
bro.
I think, from my experience, it's the only instrument where you can really give mute. Like I've heard, I forget his name, but he did all door songs.
Okay.
Everything though, the singing, the guitar solos, the obviously piano solos, all of that just on piano. Just on piano. So he's playing the dun 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 dun, and then what Jim Morrison says, dun dun dun, all of it just on the piano, bro.
Yep.
So I think that's the only instrument where you can do something like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that you learned it,
yeah,
and you were like, "That's my go-to," and you're able to, you know what I mean? Like, that, dude. Like,
fun, man.
it's not easy, dude. Like, that's
fun.
awesome. That's an awesome. Like, anybody can close their eyes and be like, "All right, I just need to breathe, meditate a bit." You can't just sit down and play the piano, bro. But it takes you.
Yeah.
Like I try. I've learned those one song so far. But same thing. Sometimes I come home late from work or whatever. I sit down. It does something else other than the guitar.
Weird, huh?
The drums. Like the drums, I feel more aggressive, more aggression,
agreed.
more like But the piano's like, even doing that then to that chord, and like it's nice, dude.
Yeah,
it's a different instrument.
And it hit a memory of just with my fingers. I don't know if you saw, but as soon as it started, I started playing because I still remember it. You know,
that's so
forever,
cool.
man. I will still remember how to play, man. It's fun.
And it takes you to where you want to go.
It really
That's what
does,
it does.
bro. It really does, man.
That's
that was the first one.
That's tight.
Second one was Plain White Tees, Hey There, Delilah.
Okay.
Now, so I said I was going to come back to my daddy issues here in middle school. So here we go. So right as I entered middle school, my mom and I found out that my dad, my real dad, his name is Serge. He had another family back in Mexico, another girl. And so when we found out, bro, like my whole world shattered. You know, based on my songs before it in elementary, my dad was my hero, bro. My dad was my role model, man. I saw my dad as Superman. You know, he was always strong physically, and he was a talented chef. And so I saw him as this super awesome guy. And when I found this out, my idea of what love was, you know, from Bésame Mucho.
Out the window.
Bro, out the window so quick. Wow. So, you know, during that time,
How old were you?
Middle school, I don't even know, man. 13, 12, somewhere around there. 12, I think.
Okay.
And again, I've always been someone that reflects a lot. So reflecting, I'm like, well, what is love? I don't know what love is, and so me being dramatic, being a freaking middle schooler, bro, I put my attention to girls at that time, and finding a girl that I could love and prove my dad wrong that
bro,
we can.
Same thing here.
Right.
Same thing here.
And so when I listened to that song, bro, you know, I was like, man, this guy is willing to do anything. He knows that playing the guitar is a risk, but he's willing to take it, and he's going to take care of this woman because he loves her no matter what. Wow. He will travel the world for her. And I'm like, that's what I believed love was as a kid. And now I'm hearing this guy sing about it to this girl. I'm like, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to make my anthem.
It clicked.
It clicked, bro. So,
I was the same way.
Really?
I've always try to find my true love. For me, though, it was movies. I would watch films that weren't cheesy love stories. They were like Romeo and Juliet, but with freaking Leonardo DiCaprio. Fucking.
So Titanic?
Titanic, bro. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Like, I have a story where when I went back to Mexico after we came here first, and then we went back to Mexico. But the story goes, these guys wanted to go watch a dirty movie, right? And in Mexico, anything flies, bro.
Right.
So they're like, oh, there's this fucking movie we want to go watch. And this and that. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. We get to the theater, bro. They're playing the dirty movie in one theater and Titanic in the other. I want to go watch Titanic.
There we go.
I did, bro. I did. I was like, bro, this is my shit. I'm paying for Titanic. They're like, pinche puto. No
Pinche
mames.
puto, yeah.
Oh, they called me out, bro. The ticket lady was even like, oh, God. And I was like, bro, look, man, I'm going to tell you, a good movie, bro, I'm going to pay for that shit. I'm going to go watch it. These fools get kicked out of the dirty movie because they're underage, and they all went catch me up at Titanic.
There we go. Circles back
I
around.
was like, hey, look, man, I didn't get embarrassed. I'm halfway through the movie. I still got popcorn. I'm chilling.
That was a 3-hour-long movie, too.
Oh, yeah. That shit was long as fuck.
Long,
but
man.
finding that person was always my thing, bro. And it was a trip because, you know, music also was part of it, but I think more movies. And then until I started listening to the movie soundtracks, that's when I was like, whoa, even more, you know? What they said in the songs, the melody, all that shit, you know? And it's the progression of it. Like for you it was you were the other way around. You were like, oh, I know what true love is. I know how it's formed. I know how to, you know, make it work. And then squashed. And then this guy sings this song, and you're like, that's what I'm talking about. So, okay, but you're a 13-year-old, bro, and because that song isn't subtle.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very, like, bro, like, he's in pain. He's not
Direct.
sugarcoating it. He's not, it's not a pop song. It's not like the guitar alone, you know?
Yeah.
So for you to be 13, you were deep. You were in, like, this, like, whoa, like, that gut emotion when you break up for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at 13, bro.
Yeah.
At 13, you were feeling that. It wasn't a breakup with your girlfriend. It was a breakup with your father.
Yeah.
And that gut feeling will turn you into a fucking piece of shit or into who you are now. You know? Because we've been talking about it. We're taking people back to a moment with a song. And that moment could have been the worst moment in your life or the best moment in your life. But you going back to it by hearing that song. Like, you know how, you know, typical Mexican drinks tequila and starts crying and they listen to Vicente Fernandez. It's not just a thing. It's a trigger to take them to a good place or a bad place. But no matter what, they let the song run. Even if it's a bad place, they let it run.
Isn't that funny?
Because that feeling, for some people, that's what keeps them alive. Like, what I'm trying to get at is that you had to go through that. You had to see how big of a lie love is. You had to. At an early age, bro. And if you wouldn't have caught, you could have been some dumb little kid, just, I don't care, I'm watching cartoons, or a jerk kid where like, fuck my parents, I hate them, da-da-da. I'm guessing you didn't choose sides. You know, like, you weren't like, oh, well, you're a better person, and you're a better person, or you're a worse person. Like, you, for me, I haven't known you very long, but from what I've gotten from you, we're good people. You know, we're good people. Absolutely. Everybody's a good person in a sense, but what I'm saying is that when I meet somebody, I can tell that shit. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck with you, dog. Like, do your thing. I'm not gonna fuck with what you do and how you do it, but I'm just not gonna be part of that shit. And the fact that you've come here and you're like, bro, I love being here, you know? And same way, like, if you were to invite me somewhere, I'm sure I would be as comfortable as you are here. You know what I mean? So it's like, once we get to that point and we get to that level of things, sharing something like this, it's not easy, bro. It's hard to go back for some people, and some people just don't even want to go around that shit. And for you to share that here and be like, hey, bro, look, like I didn't know about your dad, and I
Yeah.
said it, but you were comfortable enough to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, well, I'll tell you later when the
Yeah.
story progresses."
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the story. Back
No,
to the
no,
story.
you're good.
Third song. Third
Yeah,
song.
yeah,
Third
yeah.
song. Third song.
Yeah, I love. By the way, I love talking about this. A lot of, like you said, some people are a
It's
little
great.
sensitive,
Yeah.
but I love it because it's made me who. As it sounds so cheesy, but it's made me who I am today. But looking back, man, I'm glad it happened the way it did because I've learned so much to the point where I've been able to help myself and other people around me. And man, again, if it weren't for those experiences, I don't think I would be here talking to you, bro. I think I would honestly be dead. Or something, bro. Honestly, man.
Really?
Being dead
You
serious,
hit a
bro.
slope.
Being dead serious, man. So I love talking about this for
Hey.
that exact reason.
Look, man, this third song, which was what was the third song?
Switchfoot.
Switchfoot. Okay.
Yeah, meant to be. Meant to be.
This was. It's great. It's a story. You guys are listening and watching a story unravel in front of you. Okay, just for whoever's gonna watch this or is watching this, we're watching the story unravel with his life's soundtrack. So if he ever made a movie of himself, these songs would be the key points to very climactic moments in the film. You know, they're
like that.
yeah, they would
like
be.
that.
If you made that movie, and the fucking first title comes in, it's gonna be fucking
Bésame mucho.
Bésame mucho, bro. That's gonna be your first song and your
Oh,
title,
shit.
and then oh shit, and then
Dang.
bro, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
That's what we're doing.
Wow.
So for those of you watching or gonna watch,
Dang.
you're watching this story, learn this story. So if you go through what he's going through right now, this story itself is right in front of you. You know, you have sort of a blueprint of what to do.
Yeah.
Because this guy's a fucking good Samaritan. He's a real person.
Thank you.
It's hard to say to somebody that you've only known for so long tell them that they're real. I'm about that shit.
Yes,
You
sir.
know me. I don't front. We don't know each other that well, but that open-mindedness, what we were saying,
Yeah.
of you being like, bro, what are you up to? What do you want to do? My own family, that supposedly I grew up with,
No.
haven't heard from them in years. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. In your situation, you had to go through that so we could meet here.
Yep.
And that's what I look at.
Yeah.
That's what, like you said, you wouldn't have been here, bro.
Mhm.
If you'd have gone through that, you would have been in another realm,
Mhm.
if anything.
Yep. Yep.
The fact that happened, I'd rather be here with you because it's more meant to be than me being supposedly at my tia's fucking 40th bullshit. Everybody's gonna get drunk, party.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
why would I be
Yep.
there when I can be here right now
Oh,
doing this?
bro, thank
It's
you,
the
man.
real though. It's
Thank
the
you.
truth.
Thank you.
Because you're willing and able to share
Yeah.
you. Why wouldn't I want to? You know, like
True.
that's. You know, people talk about being humble and all that bullshit. It's like, bro, invite somebody into your home
Yep.
in a real way. Not, oh, come in, look at my fucking car. Look
Yeah,
at how
yeah.
big my house. Look at my pool. You feel like
Mhm.
you're not inviting them into your home, bro. You just fucking bragging
Yes, sir.
about your home. Invite them in for reals. Let them in and be
There's a
like,
difference.
hey, man, let's do it. That's what I'm about, Doug.
Yep.
And that's why when it comes to, I don't have a shitload of friends. I don't want a shitload of friends.
Same.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, are you really my friend, or you just want to use my drums? Like,
Oh
you know
no!
what I mean?
Has that happened?
Did you want to borrow them? No, I'm just saying.
You know, now that you say that, bro, I kind of do. No,
I have a pretty
no,
nice piano,
no.
bro. I don't know.
You're good. You're good. I waited 3 years for this question. No, bro. No. But
All right, tell us about the third song, man.
Third song. So the third song is Switchfoot. So I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. And so this band was introduced to me by my cousin Elliot. And
Okay.
I've always looked up to him in terms of spiritual leadership and just being a solid athlete. He's super athletic.
All right.
So he put me on this song, man, and I just saw him react to the song the same way I was, just bobbing my head. And I didn't understand it at first, but once I got into my faith a lot more, and I realized that there was a connection with the lyrics in worshiping,
Right.
man, that's why I get into it. And so every sentence, every phrase, you know, it says we were meant to live for so much more. It's for me as a kid, I was like, what I'm living right now, the crap I'm experiencing, the pain I'm seeing, the abuse, it's not. It doesn't end here. There's more to this.
Right.
And I know that for a fact. And I get to scream about this and move my body aggressively, get this anger out in a way where I'm worshiping my God at the same time.
Okay.
And so, bro, that's why this song was just amazing. Every time this band would come up, just go for it. Put it
Do you
super loud.
recall a specific detail from first hearing it?
Yes.
Like, all
Yes.
right, share that
So
one.
my cousin Elliot lived in the same complex as me.
Okay.
And so we were in his room. It was a gloomy day. Why do I know this? Because I like gloomy days.
Hey,
It was
let's
a gloomy
go.
day, and he had his freaking blinds open, and he was blasting it. And right before he blasted it, he told me a story of him and his friend that were listening to it, and how he got scared because he came with wet hair out of the bathroom. And it was dark, and it was some weird story.
Okay.
But he played it, and when he was playing it, my first thought was just like, what the hell is this feeling? What the hell is this
Yo.
feeling? Because like I said, I'm very sentimental, and I felt that with Hey There, Delilah.
Yeah. You were
But
coming
this
out
one-
of your soft
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, and
What
then
is this?
and I was like, what the heck? Like this is something
What?
like you said, it's not
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
but it ain't soft.
It's
it's right there.
It's yeah.
And so I was like, okay, what is this?
Sick.
And then again, that feeling of like that healthy aggression or that healthy, being able to just bring it out. That's what filled me, and that's what I felt the first time I listened.
And
to
you
that
heard
song.
it in his voice. You
I
heard it in
his
the
voice.
guitar,
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
drums. It was just like
Exactly. You felt it.
that.
So-
Just brought me back to when I first heard the Rolling Stones.
Hey, oh,
I-
okay.
th- I'm not that old, bro. I'm only
know,
fucking
I know,
37.
I
But
know.
listen. When I say shit like that, I feel
Yeah, that's what I was just
It's
thinking
like
right
the
now. Don't
Rolling
say it.
Stones, bro. But no, the Rolling Stones for me was that aggression, that anger. I had never heard.
Yeah.
I'd seen it
Yeah.
because I
Right.
grew up in a violent home.
Yeah, but you didn't.
I'd
feel it.
seen it and I've heard it in different forms of, my mom screaming or whatever. But I never heard it like that, and I liked that. And I remember thinking like, okay, you see a black door and you want it painted red. What the fuck, like, And the lyrics, it's
Yep.
like what I told you before, Tom. Like,
Yeah.
as an audiophile, I hear music and I can tell you if the whole band was in the room when this shit was recorded because you hear the aggression. You can basically smell the sweat, the blood, the
Yep.
tears in that room. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When you hear a recording like that, which is what you heard these guys, you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's what I'm fucking feeling right now too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
blood, that sweat, that tear. Like,
Exactly.
it's an instant.
Exactly.
And it worked. It's so cool because you went from, like you said, soft kind of rock and they were saying sort of the same thing. Like even Chicago, that song he's talking about,
Absolutely.
that was the same story but like on another level.
Absolutely.
I love that it did that. Like,
progresses. How it
yeah, dude.
changes.
Like that. That's why, like,
Exactly.
okay, we'll get into these next ones right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But the only reason I brought up the point of you remembering a specific moment,
Yeah.
you told us.
Yeah.
I got a picture in my
Yeah.
head. I even saw the. You never said the color of the curtains, bro. But I saw the color of the curtains, dog.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
you're putting the story in my head right now.
Yeah.
Without even showing it to me.
Yep. It's crazy.
You know what I mean?
It's
And I
crazy.
love that shit. dog.
Absolutely,
I
man.
love that
It's
shit.
crazy.
We're not stoners. Oh wait, what do we say? We're not potheads.
not
We're
potheads,
stoners.
God. I like it. I like it.
What do we got next? Let's see.
Oh man.
And we're running it too. It's running smooth, bro. I should
it is.
send this idea to fucking MTV.
Please do.
Deer Deck, you got my number, bitch.
Hey, don't fast forward. Skip. All right.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm still figuring out the buttons, dog. I'm not
Yeah,
Stilo
this
Brims
guy.
over here.
He's not a pothead. He's a
Stilo
stoner.
Brim.
Oh man.
Is this?
Oh.
This is it, right? This is. I didn't skip.
No, you're
over
good.
skip.
Yeah, this
Okay,
one.
we're good. Okay. I like this music video actually.
Oh
Get more
man.
water real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah.
man. You'll never catch me doing that.
Never?
I have too much respect for the ocean, dog.
Yeah?
Too much.
So even like just swimming solo, you're just by yourself, and you just like, bang.
I mean, I don't even go to the zoo, dog. I just let them do what they do in their environment, and so they could let me do what I do in mine.
I feel you.
Hey, who knows what could happen? Maybe I'll end up shark hunter.
Oh, what? I hope not.
Shark, what do you call them? Shark scientist. I don't know what you call them.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know what you call them. It is a pretty cool music video. I've never seen one where it's just like shark watching, you know? That's cool.
Very
2012. Wow. Okay. It's when you were born, Soleil. You guys aren't in the shot.
Woo.
You went hard, bro. You went right here like you hit deep. What is this? High school.
High school, yeah.
High
Save a
school.
life. High school.
He walks, you say sit down, it's just talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through some sort of window to your right. She goes left and you stay right.
I remember this one. This one played on the radio for a good minute.
For a while, huh?
Yeah.
Early 2000s right there. You see the fashion, huh? I promise he gets happier later on in life.
Bro, it's your story, man. It's your story.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You're here. Obviously, it gets better.
right. I'm like, just like, dang, bro, it was sad.
But it's really not. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
This really explains what I was talking about being a dad, being a mom. Mm-hmm. You have to be these people, supposedly. So they have to be these people.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's set up already. Fuck all that shit. Exactly.
Mic drop.
But it also comes back to that where you were saying, I thought this was what love was. You know what I mean? I'd never seen this music video. I really like it.
This last part.
Yeah. Great song, dude.
Love
Super
the fray.
cool.
Love the fray. Ooh, Oceans. Can we put pause for a second?
Yeah. Got it.
So to give you a little connection between middle school and high school. So to explain a little bit why these songs are so important, right? So to get really transparent and deep for a second. Oh, crap. So part of the abuse as a kid, and we've all freaking Latinos experience this all the time.
Right.
Verbal abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But seeing physical abuse towards my mom was something kind of different for me too, right? But words were so important to me, and I never got affirmed by pops. And anything I did, I always felt like I couldn't meet his standard.
What
right?
do you mean words?
So like saying like, "Hey son, like good job," or
Oh,
"Hey, I love
feel
you." Or
Okay,
like, hey,
okay.
brother, like, hey.
Like a cool, yeah,
You know?
not even a father, but
Just-
somebody that's
just-
like,
just
hey,
love.
good job, bro.
Yeah. Support,
Okay,
support.
okay.
There you go. I never felt supported by him, and so when these two songs I just played kind of came into my world, I realized that words had so much meaning to me because I never really had it. So when I went to music as my outlet with piano, and then I associated that as my outlet with cool songs like this that had a lot of meaning, I was like, man, every word to me has a lot of meaning. Every word that I speak from now on will have meaning.
Okay.
And have purpose. And so How to Save a Life, it was one of those songs where it made me realize like everyone is going through so much crap, right? And everyone is so important. Everyone has so much beauty and capability and purpose in their life. And I want everyone to feel loved because I didn't feel loved.
Gotcha.
And so it's so weird. But anyways,
No.
I'll let that play on. This one's a little longer. It's, I think 7 minutes.
I think I might have downloaded a different one though.
I hope. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I hope it's a little
A
shorter.
surprise. It's a surprise one.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, the live ones are the long ones, and I'm with it. If you're with it, bro, I'm with it too.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Let's go. I really like her voice.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed her style of singing. And they're all piano songs, I noticed. Does it remind you of Sing Lulu?
My faith will stand, and I will call upon your name, and keep my eyes above the rain. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours. You are mine. Your grace surrounds the deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you never fail, and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name,
picture of them real quick.
Oh, go for it. That is adorable. That's cute.
Luna, you want to go to your bed? Uh-oh, we have a crybaby. Come here.
Oh. Uh-oh.
She watched, what was it? Bluey?
Oh, mamas.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you're good. Woo! And he's down. Aw.
We had to bring the Lulu into the show.
Hi, mamas.
You want to ask him a question, Lou? No questions?
No.
You just chilling?
Do you want tissues?
Right here. She got mocos right here.
Yeah, mocos.
Moco shirt.
I got some baba coming down. Oh,
So what was your
bro.
first song again?
So the first one, was it? It wasn't The Fray. Wow, I forgot.
What
was it?
was the first song?
Oh man, we were listening to some music. Give me a second. Let me see.
It was the beginning of your high school, and you gave us an intro to it. No, you didn't. Not for that one. You gave us an intro for this one.
Young Blood. Oh, We Come Running. We Come Running. There we go. Okay, so high school came in. I felt like I have a voice. You know, all this music got me pumped up. My faith was in check. I knew that God was the only thing I needed to worship and look for. You know, forgiveness was something big that I learned, and so that's why I was able to kind of really enjoy life in high school a little bit more.
Okay.
Because I'm like, hey, my pops is human. What he did was messed up, you know, but my mom brought him back. So he was still part of my life. We were still a family. So I'm like, all right, forgiveness, you know, sounds good. And I was just doing my thing. And as I started focusing on myself, I realized, man, I love traveling. I like capturing video, pictures of certain things, of people's experiences, because I haven't experienced something. So when I experience something, I want to couple that with a song so that there's a memory with it, right? So I started doing cross country and track. And, bro, it's a mental game. You're running for miles and miles with your teammates in the heat, and music starts coming up. And so this started coming up. I'm like, this is an experience. I'm with my brothers. We're sweating. It's 100 degrees outside. We're going for a 6-mile run. Like, and then I just started listening to that music in my head, and I started getting pumped up, and it gets me hyped. And I was like, all right, cool. Hey, I found my new outlet. Not only is it music, but now it's being athletic, being outdoors, pushing my body to the limit. So that's when that song kind of became important to me, because I was like, okay, I kind of like this, you know, traveling, kind of being out, experiencing life. And, you know, the music video didn't, you know, it helped me. It helped a lot, too. And so it was really cool, man, the whole beat. And it was kind of introduction to, like, EDM a little bit.
More housey,
And now, that's also when I started doing some gloving as well.
Hey!
So I'm not proud of this stage of my life. But I had those gloves, bro, and I was rocking it, you know, to different music.
But, okay, so, like, you mentioned that you wanted to capture.
Yeah.
Like, you got into photo and the visual arts.
Yes.
Did you study at all? Like,
no. So when I mean capture, I mean, we had our phones, right? Like our rumors, or, you know, those type of cameras. So you really couldn't capture it, but it was all in my head of how I would envision it if I could film it or picture.
But
if I
did
could
that
photograph
get
it.
you sort of into what you do now?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know at the time, you know, but I realized this like a month ago, that because of that stage.
And it was like a combination of things where you were like, oh, I found a new outlet. It involves music. And okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So there's light.
So you put this music and would think like, oh, like, in a way you kind of like what I said in the beginning, like, that's your movie. This would be the soundtrack to your movie. You know what I mean? So you were putting songs to pictures in your head and be like, oh, yeah.
That's when you said that part earlier, I was like, I was like, yes. Yeah, bro.
So the second song
was How to Save a Life, right? That was the second one?
I think so.
Yeah, How to Save a Life. So, like I said earlier, I realized that people were important. And
that's the piano one with the
the bald guy?
Right. Yeah.
And so because I couldn't fix what was at home, I tried. I started voicing my opinion, fighting, arguing. Nothing was going to change there. So I allocated my time and effort to God's people and trying to love on them. And so this song reminded me, like, man, like everyone, like I said, is going through so much crap in their own lives at home. And just try to love and try to understand. And so that was the beginning of a unhealthy habit of mine of trying to be everyone's
Savior.
Right? And so in the moment, I didn't think it was unhealthy, but I thought I was
You
doing
thought you were
God's work.
helping people. Yeah.
Exactly. But that song gave me that feeling like, hey man, like we're all hurting, bro. Let's kind of come together, be community, and hurt together, or try to grow together.
That music video, what they showed, what they depicted, explains what I was trying to tell you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once you have children, once you become a lawyer, once you accomplish something, in a sense, where you have to be that thing that you accomplished. You're an accomplished musician because you played with Aerosmith. You're an accomplished doctor because you saved so many lives, so on and so forth. Once you become that thing that you have accomplished, that's what you're known as. And in this music video, there's children being shown of different shapes and sizes. Nobody was pretty. It wasn't a music video like that where it's like everybody's beautiful. These are real people.
Yep.
They're hurting. In that music video, there's probably crying for a real reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like you said, everybody's hurting. That's what it's showing. But I truly believe that most people hurt because they're set up for that. You're set up, oh, you're a woman, you're this, you're that. Like I was saying, you're a man. You're set up for a type of hurt as a man. You're set up for a type of hurt as a woman. You're set up for a type of hurt as a gay person. You're set up for a type of hurt for a black person. Like, it's all set up. They're all, like they say, those are the cards you were dealt. In my frame of thought, it's like there are no cards. There's not even a fucking poker table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people. And if they allow themselves to be set up, I don't want to be a father. I don't want to be a dad. I don't want to be that person. I want to be Eric. I like Eric. I like who he is and what he does and how he does it. Some people don't, but I don't think it's a matter of them saying, I don't. It's a matter of, again, them being set up for them to say, like, what I'm trying to get at is that me seeing my children grow up. You mentioned you were Christian. If they want to be Christian, I'm going to let them be Christian. If they want to be Buddhist, I'm going to let them be. I'm not, there's no reason for me as a human being to stop anything or anyone from experiencing anything. Even if it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do. And I'm Eric. I don't do that.
Yep.
I might do it,
Yep.
but not right now. You know what I mean? You set yourself up. You have a child.
Yeah.
I'm a father now. I have to act like a father. But then your father, my father, beat the shit out of our mothers.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's
kind of expected from a father.
Yeah.
That fathers get stressed out. That's a setup, dog. That's a setup. I ain't set up for that shit. I'm not saying all fucking fathers beat the shit out of their children or their wives, but they all think about it. I know for a fucking fact. It's the truth, dog. It's the truth.
Yeah.
I've thought about fucking handing my wife at times, but I've never done it because I've seen it and I know the outcome and so on and so forth. Some people don't go through traumatic experiences. And it's not so much about the trauma, I think. I think it's more about piecing the pieces together. Like I said, if somebody that's floating in the internet happens to land on our shit and they see it, they're like, man, I'm going through that shit right now. You had to go through it. So she or he won't have to go through it without you saying a fucking word, with you even having to meet them.
Exactly.
It's going to happen because it's happening to us right now. I met you through my neighbor
Yep.
at a crazy ass house complex thing,
Yep.
you know, like, and
It's
we're
true.
still friends only because we understood it at a very young age. Some people are fucking 80 years old and they still don't
Don't
get it.
get it.
And it's not so much, I don't think it's so much the experiences that they've been through. It's just they've never had an opportunity to express everything outside of the setup.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they've been, bro, like a lot of the bums that I talk to, because I love talking to bums. I tell them sometimes, hey, man, I'll give you $5. You just tell me your story. And it's this all started a long time ago for me. But their stories sometimes they have everything. They had everything, dog. They had everything that they were set up for, but not anything they ever wanted. And because of that, their experiences, like, it's what people around the world constantly say in Christianity, Catholicism, even Buddhism. They're like, there's one path, but several roads lead you to that path. There's so many ways for you to find that one path, but you can get lost in through all those fucking paths. You'll find yours. It's just a matter of keep on trucking, keep on going.
Where's that from, really quick?
I forgot what movie it is.
Sorry, go on.
But you know,
Yeah.
for me, for my kids mainly, to be able to say, look, I'm not gonna do the dad thing right now. I don't fucking feel like it. And they understand that. Like I think if your dad would have told you, my dad would have told me, I don't want to do the daddy shit right now, man. I would be like, okay, so then that means I don't have to do the son shit. You know what I mean? But it's the truth, bro. Because if you're a son, that's what I'm his son. That's what I'm a son.
Yeah.
I gotta do son things. If you're not gonna do the dad thing, then I don't have to do the son thing. Maybe I could find myself.
Yep.
That's what that song.
Exactly.
It's like these kids are crying for you to just let them be them. Teenagers don't have to be teenagers. I've met children that are so much more intellectually inclined than adults.
Yes.
Teenagers that are just like, bro, I like where you're at mentally. Amazing music taste, yada yada.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can say so much about some father because he's a certain age and he's got a certain job, but a lot of the times they're not really anything. They're just playing this role that they tell you to play. And that's, you slipped out of it, fortunately, because like you said, you could have been somewhere else. I've been through that. I tried the suicide thing, and I was young. I was so young, and that was my not even my outlet. It was my way of saying, gotcha, for fucking not being there. You know what I mean?
I get you, yeah.
But what gives you that idea? It's not something. There was no consequences. For me, there was no consequence to that. As a child, I was just like, that's what it is. As an adult, people still do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're set up for it, and you don't even know it. And a lot of people don't have the opportunity to sit back like you and contemplate and be like, hold on. We were talking about the weed. The weed helps you sit back and chill out and just think about it.
Yeah.
Come to a conclusion, and then pat yourself on the back and be like, yo, that was a good job. Like, I could have fucking lost it. You know, because I was just telling them to, like, dude, I lost it not too long ago. And I fucking bashed a chair in. And I was like, all right, I feel better now. But it's that aggression. It's that everybody, like you said, everybody's got shit to deal with. And everybody deals with it differently. Your outlet, your music, your way of thinking, and your faith. Some people will put your faith down. They'll put people down in general and just be like, nah, bro, like, what are you, whatever, this and that, it's wrong and whatever. It's put you where you are. You can tell a million non-believers, oh, I read the Bible, and they'll still be like, nah. But they're just like every other ignorant person when it comes to any of that, because they don't understand, like, for them to say, well, look at me. They're like, oh, well, now you're just being, you're showing up. But it's like, no, dude, use me as an example.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't have to say anything to you. Spend one day with me and understand. Pick my brain.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. And that's these people, these little people.
Yeah.
They're the ones that will pick your brain the most. And
Exactly.
a lot of the time, these adults, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, bro, you don't understand. These fools are at that level of wanting to pick your brain for the right reason.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
They're not trying to pick your brain to get your combination for your security, socials. They're picking your brain because they really want to know what's in there.
That's why there's the stage, the why stage. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because not me.
Perfect
timing.
Look at perfect timing. Perfect timing for a serious talk. Like,
I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Hey, don't let any of this discourage you from having children.
No, bro. No, I'm good. I want my 2 kids, bro. I want my kids, man. And I want to adopt, bro. No, I'm good.
But no, you were saying every single thing that, what you went through. This song, what it explained to you, what it did for you, was, I don't know how to, I wouldn't say it like this. Let me think about it real quick. I would say, because I'm not a religious person.
It's all good.
You know what I mean? I grew up Catholic, and then they were hardcore Christian, and then they went back to Catholic, and then my dad went Buddhism. But
oh wow!
They
did the whole
did
360.
full circle, almost. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you on your journey is not any different than mine or hers or his or anybody else's. Depending on where you are, maybe that's the only difference. The place. Because the time it's gonna happen to, like you said, everybody. I like I said, if my daughters were like, hey, Dad, I want to go to church today. I'll be like, dude, go ahead. Go to church. Watch out, kid, with you.
Which one? Do you want help?
Watch out. Don't hit the mic.
She is on a mission.
We're getting it. Luna. I thought you were crying over there. It's funny. Every single one episode that I do, at one point of the video, they're in here.
Yo, hey, don't change it. Don't change it. Keep it like that, bro.
But like I was saying, man, look, I respect all things of any shape, form, size, trees, whatever. It's all the same. Give me 1 second, guys.
All good. Ooh.
Oh, I just moved the camera.
No. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Did I move the camera a lot?
Just a tad bit. You went back and towards this direction. We were meant to. Oh, bro, no, I'm good. I don't get seasick, bro.
Dad would be like Waterworld guy.
He pees a lot or what?
He pees in a cup and he like water.
Wait, what?
Hey, do you know they actually figured that out in space travel?
What?
You could drink your own pee.
What the heck?
Yeah, bro.
In
You pee somewhere and then they filter it and then it turns into water.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I thought I meant just like straight from the cup. Like there was no in between. You just said.
Who actually does that?
No.
Boxers.
What?
Yeah, some boxers do that.
Oh, that's messed up.
Why do they do that?
Smells like ammonia right there. I'm good.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
We're
After
back.
this brief
That third song was Oceans.
intermission.
The third song was Oceans. That was the longest. I think that's gonna be the longest song, 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But the live one, live worship music tends to be a little longer than the normal.
My
track
dad
one.
loves worship music,
does
bro.
he?
Oh, dude, like in the mornings,
Yeah.
that's what he bumps. He's
Yeah,
getting
he-
ready, like,
yeah.
and he gets up early, bro. He gets up like at 4 in the morning.
Oh no.
But he actually really got into it more when he went back to Mexico.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he wasn't that into it when he
Yeah.
was out here.
Really.
And when I went back to visit not too long ago, he was bumping. I was like, Dad, and these people have chops. They can sing. They can play the drums. They're musicians, bro.
Sure,
like
bro.
every worship band that I've ever heard or that I've seen live, I'm like, dude, these guys are good musicians, bro. Like they don't play, dude.
So the guy that plays piano is singing and doing the
Yeah,
bass every other
yeah.
Sunday, man. Like
Bro,
it's funny, man.
They're there. They're practicing
Yeah.
every single mass, and at the same time, they freestyle. And they'll just keep going. Sometimes they go
Yeah.
like 12 minutes, 13 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
If they're deep though, if
Yeah.
they're like, because I'm telling you, I grew up
Yeah.
Christian too, and we would go. My mom, and like they did the whole thing, and I think I remember one particular time, the song will play for like almost like 15, 20 minutes, and everybody was like, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like everybody was just
Yeah.
like in the zone.
In the zone.
Everybody was in the zone. I was
Auto
like,
zone.
yo.
No, but I know what you mean, though. The
It was
zone,
cool.
though.
I enjoyed it too,
It's
man.
awesome,
I
man.
enjoyed it. I loved the music. I loved, like I said, it's the message. It's all the same thing, man.
Yeah, the
It's
message.
all the same thing.
Yeah, that's what gets me, man. The message. That's the message, and that's when I started again getting more love for people that I didn't like around me. I felt a tug in my heart of like, hey, love everyone as much as you can because you are messed up yourself. Like, look in the mirror, and God loves you, bro. So go ahead and love everyone around you, especially the ones that don't like you, man. That was a challenge for me. That was like junior year of high school, and that's when I switched from public to private for free because I got the opportunity to.
There you go.
And I was put into a campus where it was all international students from China and Korea and Japan.
Wow.
So English was their second language, bro, and it was hard to understand them. And my job, they told me, you're coming to this school to love on them. And I was like, and God just told me I need to work on loving people that I don't like or they don't like me. And now you're putting me in this situation.
Exactly.
And so, bro, I was put in there and I was learning how to love. And to this day, it is still a struggle for me to love the way that I want to be able to love. But man,
You understood love, like the word love. I mean, everybody understands it one way. I love,
yeah.
but I've always said this. Like some people say, I love ice cream. You know what I mean? Like it's such a loose word. It's such a loose word. And at one point, my wife, I started telling her, I like you a lot. I just like you. Because for me, it was like, you don't hear that very often. And it catches you off guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to like something, again, it's like, there's only so many times you can say, I like you.
Yeah.
Until you say, I love you. It's like, oh my God, he finally said it. But then I brought it back to saying I like you. So I kind of reversed it. You know what I mean?
Freaking Uno card in reverse.
Yeah. It's like the muscle memory thing. I work in pest control, and I go into restaurants to spray the areas, and I always go the same way. And then I was like, what if I go the other way? What if I start going left now? And everything changed. Well, like my brother said, brush your teeth with your left. Same thing. Words, you've heard them for so long. Your parents tell you they love you. You say you love candy. Then you say, I like. It changes perspective. It's just like, whoa, wait, what do you mean? Hold on. What are you trying to say? Yeah. It's when you get caught off guard, you like the word love, you understood it, and you put a picture and you put a emotion and you set it up.
Yeah.
And then you find out in your middle school, it's like, hold on, nothing like that. And then high school rolls along and you're like, all right, let's try this love shit again. But it's my self-love this time. It's me. Like, fuck everybody else. It's me. But then you just said you understood. I gotta love those two that are right there. The people that are around me. It's like a full circle thing, right?
Yeah.
That's so far the story we've been hearing.
Yeah.
And okay, this is the hardest thing for me sometimes still. When I find myself angry at the people I should be loving, right?
Yep. Yep.
But you can only give so much love
Yep.
to them and yourself. And sometimes you gotta gauge your love and be like, all right, take it easy, like with the dog or with your girlfriend or with your friends. It's like, all right, I need some chill time for me now, and not feel guilty that you're giving yourself love. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I have a hard time still with that
Ah.
because we all do. Some people maybe less than others only because they've been deprived of having extra love. But I have a lot of love, and I give it. My thing now is like I want to start producing again. I want to start making music again. It's been a while for me. I want to get to it.
Yeah.
And obviously, I want to put the same amount of love into that because I don't want my music to sound without love. You know what I mean?
Getcha. Yep.
To balance it all. You have, I mean, you went to high school and they told you like you gotta show these people what it's about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in a sense, I'm very sure you were that person to one of those people where they were like, yo, this guy showed me some real, like, genuine love. And you triggered that for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I felt that vibe, that energy with you when I met you. Like, genuine, bro. But then at the same time, it was one of those things where it's like, this is the type of person that I want to invite to my house. But listen, only because we're so similar, bro. Me and you, we're like, we've gone through the same shit, but yet we've got years apart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And more and more and more people like that keep falling into at least my life where I'm like, yo, bro, like, I feel you. I get that. I stopped. My frequency changed. And I stopped attracting with my signal, with my ray of energy. I stopped attracting the people that just, I would open up and be cool with them, and they would do me dirty as hell. Family and friends. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it turned into one of those things where it's like, you know what? Fuck everybody.
Yep.
And I was by myself, literally by myself. I moved out. I fucking lived in this little house by myself. Crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it was only until then I was like, hold on. I can share this shit with who I want to, with who I choose to. Like, it's my choice to share this shit.
Yep.
And I had broken up with my now wife. And it was one of those, bro. Like, it was one of those, like, fuck everybody.
I get that.
Everybody. And I did, literally, bro. I was by myself. But I never felt so much more at peace because I was finally loving myself.
Yes.
And until I found out that I could love myself, then I was like, all right, I'll give you a little some of this, you know, a little bit of I'll give you a piece of it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you've accomplished at a very young age. Because I mean, nobody really knows the true definition of love, right? Like, I mean, you might have your definition being that you're a Christian and you know a specific love that comes from your God and how you worship him and how you feel when you wake up in the morning and say, hey, man, I know you're there. And that fills you up. You know, that gives you what you know, what you like. You went through a period in your life where you're like, I don't like anything or anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at that point in time, you made that decision at a very young age, 13, you said.
Yeah.
Very young age, you're like, you know what? I'm going to do the fucking right thing. I'm just going to fucking try and do my best.
Yeah.
And fucking, I might want my dad to approve of what I do and how I do it, but only because I think you came to that part where you're like, fuck, I'm just going to do what I do what I do.
Yeah.
Like, so many people talk about finding a God, the God. You know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier too, so many people know what Brad Pitt drinks in the morning. It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows supposedly everything about this God, but they don't know themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's different people that worship different things, and they're sitting there every day worshiping this, but then they haven't worshipped themselves just a little bit. And they bring themselves down to a pedestal in a sense where it's like, I'm at the bottom, you're at the top.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to be on top.
And
sometimes
then,
you got to give yourself that top rank and say, I'm the one today.
And that's what I love about my faith is that he tells you, you are the temple. Give yourself some value.
Exactly.
And
dude.
I love that because I hate when people think that, and I'm not saying that you said this at all.
No.
But I'm saying some people think like that it's always about sacrifice with faith. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
God wants us to live and enjoy life. And while we enjoy life, then help others as well. But I'm the priority myself.
That's what
I love that.
Like I'm telling you, I grew up with all that.
Exactly.
And the fact that I grew up with it made me realize you can do what you want as long as you're doing it correctly. And there's always a right way to do things.
Yes,
There's always a right way to do things.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a slump and you're down at the bottom and you're in the shithole, there's still a right way to shovel shit, homie.
Yep.
If you shoveling shit and you hate your job, fuck it.
Go.
Be as happy as possible.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everything in its practice.
Yeah.
Because you can sit there and say you're this and you're that, or the Buddhist idea. I don't fully agree with it either. And I've read several Buddhist books.
Yeah.
Taoism, all that shit. That's for me it's more like, when somebody tells me, are you an American? Are you a Mexican?
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, look, man, I'm just trying to understand it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand what an American is, what a Mexican is, what a Peruvian is.
Yeah.
Because the more I understand it, the more I want to be part of it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I love this country, and I love Mexico, and I love, Hawaii.
me too.
Because it's its own thing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
So it's like when you
Yeah.
sit there and you say all day, I'm this, I'm American, I'm Mexican, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're not practicing, you're not understanding, you're just saying.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just like typical.
Yes, sir.
And though, like I said, the fucking the potheads make the stoners look bad.
Yeah.
The fucking Christians that say this and that don't do this and so on and so forth. My wife came from a cult, and but like I said, if it wasn't for that cult, we never would have met.
Funny.
So
Yeah.
I'm not against cults.
Yeah.
I'm not against. I'm not, bro. I'm not, because if you're doing it
Yeah.
and you believe that you're doing it right,
Yeah.
keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
My wife didn't feel she was doing it right, so
Yeah.
she said, "I'm out."
Yeah. And then she met you.
But she was the first one to ever leave, and
That's
she was
big.
the outcast.
That's big.
Everybody was like, "Never speak to the flesh again." Well, they're all called the flesh. That's how good of a cult it is. But it's one of those things where I learned
Yeah.
from understanding as much of religion as I could at the time. You could be, or you won't be, or you may be, or you're thinking about being.
Yeah.
What matters is that you do it either with some enthusiasm and respect, or don't fucking do it at all.
Absolutely.
Don't even try it. Just don't even go in doing it.
Yeah.
And the responsibility of these things sometimes is way up there. You know what I mean? Like, you had to talk to people your age or younger and be like, "Hey, man, like, check it out. This is this is my idea of shit." And for you, that's a responsibility.
Yeah.
That's as humans.
Yes, sir.
That's people, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how much responsibility is it to go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, how you doing? How's your day?"
Yeah.
That's a big responsibility if they give you shit that you weren't expecting. You know what I mean?
You're there for like an hour.
I mean, like, do you work a lot with, like, how you were saying you were fighting a bit, not telling people what to believe in. Like, you felt that you were doing the right thing, but at the same time you were pushing the were you like priest wise, or what
No,
were you like
so-
teacher wise?
No, I was never a teacher.
Okay.
But the way that I quickly learned how to evangelize was not by
That's
telling
the
them
word.
God is this and you better believe in this.
Yeah.
Because they got that at the private school already, during chapel. That wasn't
Right.
my job. My job was to love, and for them to see God through the love that I tried to provide them. Of like, hey, you have some weird looking food, bro. I don't know what that is, but what is it? I want to know what it is. Can
Okay.
you explain to me? Hey, you guys want to come over for sleepover? What? Yeah, come on through.
Okay.
Showing love like that, or seeing that kid that's by himself that no one likes, just loving on him. That's how I evangelized. It wasn't just by like scripture. I would use scripture if they needed prayer for something like, hey,
Right.
my God says this and the word says this, but it was never like you need or you're going to go to hell
I got
for.
you.
No,
Like
it was all love.
like a counselor.
It was, I guess in a way.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's our job. That's our
Yeah.
job, bro. Just to love, man.
And they told you going into that when you
Yeah.
went to this new school,
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, you're gonna be the guy that
yeah.
they can
Yeah.
come to chop it up
Yeah.
with."
And you know what's funny, bro? That summer when they offered me that opportunity, I was at camp for my church, and I remember, oh gosh. I remember the song Oceans came on, and I was in the back of the whole worship session because I came back from the bathroom, and I said, God, use me however you want. I don't care how. I don't know how you're going to because I'm a little kid, but use me to just show people love, however that's going to look like.
Yeah.
And then a week later, I get that phone call. Hey, we're looking for kids that want to go to the school, and I'm just
That's
like,
how
what
that
the
shit
heck,
works,
man?
bro. Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? And yeah, man, I was just a kid. I don't know the Bible front to back, But all I knew was that God loved me. I'm a mess, but He still loves me and He loves you. And hey, if you're here with me, bro, I'm gonna just love on you until you say bye to me, And so that, man, high school was fun. My last 2 years of high school were beautiful because I was very intentional of trying to meet as many people as I could for the sake of just showing love.
Yeah.
And that's why that song Oceans was so big, because it's talking about taking me in places I've never been before, where my faith might even wander, might fail, but you will never fail me. Everyone else has. My dad has, my mom has, but you stay constant. And because I'm in this new school, Pops, be with me, bro. And I'm going to try to do my best.
Do you think you would be searching for that love if your parents would have given it to you in a manner where you understood it differently, where you were like, oh man, like where love didn't have to go out the window, where you were like, no, this is what it is? Like,
I think we all have a little same concept of that in a different part of our life, everyone differently. So I think if I would have gotten love from my parents, I would have still at some point in my life
searched for it.
Still,
Right,
but
right.
not to like not that dramatic, like it did happen, but I think it would to a small extent.
It's interesting only because, like I said, the age thing.
Mhm.
Most people really get into their love phase in high school. Or like, man, I really like this girl, but she doesn't like me. Or we dated first and we broke up. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say normal, but
I get you.
the way sometimes things go in its format.
Yeah.
You and me, obviously, we witnessed relationships
Yeah.
that were just crazy unhealthy, where you're like, bro, I've never in a million years would hit my wife.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
Yeah, yeah. You're
but
not the only
also,
one, I'm sure.
But also never out of like just deep spite. Like, it's always been just like, fuck, I can't stand you right now. Like, but that's normal, right?
Yes,
That's normal.
Yes.
To hit anybody, to inflict pain onto anyone, that's you going deeper, right? I've never really, that's not my nature.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why we're so similar, me and you. Like, my idea of change is to communicate, to be able to go, even like you said, even if somebody doesn't speak the same language.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, body language is louder sometimes. You just sit there and like, yeah, I feel you, bro, and that's it. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, we're on the same fucking mission.
Yes.
Different outlets,
Mhm.
same mission.
Yep.
If it's so unfortunate that the majority of the world doesn't see it that way. Every single it's funny because Flashu was talking about it. It's like, hey man, I kind of understand punk now, and I was like, why? What happened? She's like, oh, I saw some thing on whatever, and she's like, and he explained that a lot of the punks were the nerds. Right? And because they were the outcasts and they were the ones that knew how to do the math homework, they got bullied. And because they got bullied in the 70s and the 60s, they became anti everything because they understood how the system worked and they were just being bullies because that was what bullies do. And they were like, fuck being a bully, fuck being a nerd, fuck being anything. I'm just going to be me. And then punk. You know what I mean? So she's like, she was saying that, like, I kind of get it. Like, I get now that you can be who you want to be and still go and have a cup of coffee at Starbucks. No guilt trip. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. It's like, it's you find out who you want to be. You can do anything, be it on a religious level, on a spiritual level, and just on a basis where it's like, I feel the same way, that love, that connection when I water my plants. Like, mainly one, because it was my mom's and she left it when she went to Mexico, and when I water it, I know she knows. Like, it's just that. And when she passes away, I know that plant's going to be our communication point.
Love that.
That, and making music, talking to you right now, being able to, these kids having this experience, which is probably not the funnest to them, but at the same time, like I said, it's going to be there. What if they're going through something and they're like, oh man, I miss my dad or some shit. Something happens to me. Anything could happen. Goes back to this video and says, whoa, holy shit. Means nothing to them right now.
I'm sure.
It might not mean a lot to the people when you talk to them too at the moment. But there's always a split second with the music included and everything. It's just like, you get, you get those little spurts of like, oh shit, like I can do this or I can do that. And I mean, damn, dude, you've hit milestones that people right now at fucking 50-something years old go to therapy for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at 13, dog. Like at 14, 15, you were like, hold on, man. There's something else to this shit.
Yeah.
That's great, bro.
It's beautiful, bro.
That's fucking great.
Fun.
I love that shit.
You got 3 songs? Dang, man. I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I'm reflecting so much. Oh. Okay.
This is college.
This is college. We're taking a left turn, bro.
Hey,
it goes dark.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
I don't even remember this.
Definitely college.
You ready for college? Hey.
I beat the airplane guy.
On Cuphead?
No, I beat the airplane guy on Metal.
Oh, heavy metal? Okay.
Dad, look, he wears this.
Oh, you organized my taste. I love it. Who is the producer again?
That I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, isn't it the producer, the artist?
I'm guessing, yeah, Kygo then. It'd be Kygo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kygo.
Kygo.
Yeah. That bridge gets used in every freaking movie
Yeah.
and music video, dude.
It's been in every Fast and Furious, bro.
Dude.
Here we are, come together. To the world we'll testify. Our hearts alive, firestone. But when they strike, feel the love. Sparks of fire, ignite our bones. And when they strike, we light up the world.
It's amazing how that one person can bring out the best and the worst in you, dog. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Both fucking things. Uh-oh. We don't know what happens.
You don't
though.
know?
We don't know what happens.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
He does the Freddie Mercury, dude.
Aw. I actually haven't heard this song live at all.
Never?
Ever, yeah.
Bite that tattoo on your shoulder, pull the sheets right off the corner of that mattress.
Bro, so many people.
That has to be a festival, man.
Those stages are ridiculous, man. They're called the Chain Smokers. It's a group.
Can you look at the title for a second? Can you move that? Oh, it doesn't say the festival. Okay.
I don't know which one it is.
Is it that one up there? SLEDM Lovers.
Reminds me of what's that one we just watched? The song movie? Sing. It's got Sing vibes. This song was playing everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Yeah. We gotta set it up, bro. Your songs, everything. We'll do it next weekend. I'm down. You down for that? All right, cool. Hell yeah. He got a big ass hole in his pants. You see that?
Yeah. Oh my.
Some ventilation, dude. Hey, get some Disneyland in there.
Pew pew pew.
You ever been to this type of festival? No?
No, I want to at least one time, but I haven't, man. Oh, whoa! She had an Avicii tattoo. Do you know who Avicii is?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. That's funny. You're gonna be very surprised when you hear why this was important. You're gonna flip. Wow.
That's an ender right there.
Yep.
I wish I could just walk out of my house, you know, like.
And see that behind you. Bye, Dad. And that's all you see.
I'm just going to work.
Just taking the trash out.
Just taking the trash out. Relax.
Broccoli. You're gonna flip. Oh.
Big baby. I feel like I've heard this guy in something else too, man.
Nigga, touch my game, we gon' turn this shit to Columbine. Ice on my neck, cost me 10 times 3. $30,000 for a nigga to get free. I just hit Rodeo and I spent like 10 G's. I just did a show and spent the check on my mama. When I go and vacay, I might run out the Bahamas. And I keep like 10 phones, then I'm really never home. All these niggas clones tryna copy what I'm on. Nigga, get your own, tryna pick a nigga bone. Right to brother skip, boy, I had a good day. Metro PCS, trapping bone, making plays. 50 shades of gray, beat that pussy like a Hogan. I know you know my slogan, if it ain't about guap, I'm gone. Niggas hating cause I'm chosen from the concrete of that road. Shorty staring at my necklace cause my diamonds really froze. With that dick up in her pussy, bet she feel it in her toes. I'm a real young nigga from the 6 throwing balls. I'm a real young nigga from the 6 throwing balls. Real young nigga from the 6 throwing balls. In the middle of the party, bitch, get off me.
His voice is so funny to me for some reason. It's catchy, his voice.
Hey, that shit bumps in here though, bro. I got subs.
Turned up in the party, getting lit and yachting. With a Spanish Barbie
I think he is from Earth Gang, bro.
Yeah.
That homie is from Earth Gang.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's like a producer too. That's some good shit.
This one's college, I think. Wait, it's still college?
I think so, yeah. We're still college, I think.
You are not hidden.
Ooh, she sound like
Never been a moment.
Oh no, this is now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, now.
Well, let's just run it all the way through then.
Do
Fuck
it.
it.
Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. Oh, I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper, you have nothing left.
Sounds like Adele.
I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. Oh, I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. Oh, I will rescue you.
Piano and vocals, bro. You know, you can never go wrong.
Beautiful.
Oh, I found this one, bro. I love the sound of the fucking background.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me.
You're finding some amazing versions of these songs, bro. Honestly, man. Wow. Wow.
like my guitar, huh? Yeah. I know. You see that, dude?
I like it.
You see that? Her mind. I fucking love it.
You have been so good to me.
It looks a lot like my guitar.
But I felt no way. You paid it all for me. You have been so kind to me. Yeah. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. And oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. And I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah.
Bro, I can't sing at all, and I wish I could. I can't. I can't.
There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No, no, no. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No, 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 no. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. Yeah. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. And oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, it must be cold over there.
It
Even just
looked cool.
breathing.
Yeah.
My gosh.
That was an awesome recording, dude.
Oh, dang, bro. Oh, this is legit.
This is a dope song, dude.
Yeah, you
This is a
enjoyed
dope
it?
song. I like this one. This guy jams too, dude. I was like, yo.
I don't wanna hear the good side of this goodbye. If you wanna go, baby, just leave. Don't tell me that you still care, and that I'll always be special, 'cause his words don't mean a damn thing. And I hate that I'm still up, drunk as fuck, 4 a.m. writing this damn song. But I guess I'm okay, not being okay.
There
Whoa.
you go.
That's a cool jam, man. So we mashed your college and
now.
your today.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we did
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
What did you study in college?
Business.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
the business.
I did
okay.
business.
Where did you go to college?
Small university, Christian university here called Hope International.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah. I see now.
Yeah?
I see now.
Okay, yeah.
So I work out here a lot. So
Okay.
I drive. I do a couple of Catholic and Christian schools,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anything. What do you call them? Not universities. That was just academies. See
Academies.
that?
Oh, thank-
That's
bro.
what they are.
Okay.
I do good
Okay,
cat.
look
I
at you.
service a few academies.
That's awesome, man.
And that one, I've driven that one
Yeah,
through
yeah.
that one, but I never serviced it.
Oh gosh.
And
yes,
yeah,
that's
how,
awesome.
like you did the full, was it 4 years?
No, bro.
You didn't?
No. I did. I went there 3 years. I never finished.
You never
And that's,
finished.
And that's part of the story. That, no.
Okay. So tell us the story then. Shit.
So after high school, my pops decided to go ahead and cheat, and my mom kicked him out.
Yeah.
He was with a woman for a whole night with his coworker at a hotel. Found him guilty,
Ooh.
so that went out the door again. I started having my faith in him a little bit more and restored, and that just knocked it out. So I was trying to take care of my family, and my mom was like, "Hey, like stop trying to be the husband, And we kind of parted ways a little bit, my mom and I. And so I went off to college, and I started doing cross country there and living on campus. And me being stupid, I started partying it up and then making stupid decisions and all that. And those first two songs, Kaigo was a very touching song that kind of introduced me to, again, more EDM, more
Yeah.
traveling. And that wasn't really the part in my life in college where I was partying. But the second song, Broccoli, fun song, but that kind of stamps where I said, fuck everything, fuck everyone, it's me, and
Right.
only me, my time. And it's such a selfish point in my life.
Yeah.
But the music I was listening to was super fun. Like, I still love the music,
Yeah.
but I always remember that song is there's a memory attached to that, and that memory is me living stupidly, and really being just selfish. And then after that,
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
When you say living stupidly,
Yeah,
what was stupid about it?
me putting the girlfriend at the time, me thinking that I'm supposed to be the sole provider for her, trying to be this man that I'm not supposed to be, spending all my money on whether it was alcohol or whatever, just trying to
Okay.
have extremely as much fun as possible.
So,
not really giving
like,
an F.
again, going back into the setup.
Mm-hmm.
That was the setup for that time. College
Yeah.
sets you up to get drunk and fucking
Sets you up.
do all. You know what I mean?
Sets
So
you up.
like you, in a sense, in back of your mind, you were like, I shouldn't be doing this, just like everybody else. But you were doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To the point though where you are, in a sense, you did it right because you're here. You're here. You know what I mean? Look.
I could have learned what I know now early on with a lot fewer mistakes. Like you said, I knew what I was doing right. I knew I
Yeah.
shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah.
And we're all
But
pretty
you weren't
smart
doing
people.
anything wrong, is what I'm saying.
In my perspective, I was doing some things unhealthy and that created unhealthy
Yeah.
things
Like, okay,
for
like
me.
you weren't fucking planning to rob a bank and kill at least 4 people coming out of there.
True, but I wasn't
know what I
putting
mean?
academics on the priority and all that flunked, all my grades horrible, trying to make money for rent and like different things.
Right,
All my
right, yeah.
It was good things in a way, but I
They
tainted
were,
it.
like you said,
I tainted
stupid.
it,
They were
you know?
stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid decisions lead to stupid outcomes. But in a sense, there's stupid and then there's just flat out fucking ignorant. You know what
Correct.
I mean?
Correct.
So even though you were doing stupid shit,
Yeah.
you were doing stupid shit right.
Yeah.
Because
according
you're
to
still
society,
here.
Yeah.
Once you do something stupid that isn't right, you end up dead or in prison or you're missing one of your limbs. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those where
Yeah.
I've told myself, because I was fucking getting drunk
Yeah.
but it wasn't academically. I wasn't in college.
Yeah.
I was going out to punk shows, drinking
Yeah.
40s, doing
Yeah.
crazy shit. But I did it right. One, never crashed anything. Always showed up to the shows to play the shows. And third, I remember everything. I've never blacked out.
Woo.
I've
Nice.
never blacked out because I know what could happen
Mm-hmm.
in every shape and form. Like, shit can end up, you'll find shit in your ass, or when you wake up, or you did something so stupid that you wake up in a fucking jail cell. You know
Sounds
what
like
I mean?
Hangover Part 3, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you did stupid shit, but you did it right because you're still here. I think you should give yourself just a little credit because some people do stupid shit,
Yeah.
and I've seen it,
Yeah.
and they're not here.
Very true.
They're not here, bro.
Yep.
And I would love it if they were here.
Of course.
And it would be an awesome interview again with somebody, you know, an awesome time, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those, like, you should give yourself a little credit because you did it right. Even though it was stupid, you did it right.
Yeah. it
You
was
know what I
stupid.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And nobody's going to give, a lot of people don't give credit for stupidity. I just think it's only fair, you know? Like, your dad did stupid shit,
Of course.
and he
yeah.
did it wrong
Yeah.
because he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
My dad did a bunch of stupid shit, but I had the guts to go up to him and be like, hey, man, you did some stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do about it?
Mhm.
Non-confront, like, I wasn't trying to fight him.
Of course. Yeah.
I wasn't it was just like straight up, like, if this is who you want to be, I don't want to be around that person. It's your choice.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's your choice to make for if you want to be around me and my family.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you right now, I don't want to be around that one person.
Yeah.
My dad never got told that. Nobody ever went up to my dad and said, oh, what you did last night was fucked up. You shouldn't be doing that. Never. My state of mind was like, I'm not going to do what everybody else does. I'm not going to be in part of the setup. I'm going to switch that shit. And that's the only reason me and my wife ended up together, too, is because she had that deep urge of not being the setup. When she was told since birth,
Yeah.
this is what you believe in. This is who you go out with. This is what time you come home. This is what you eat. This is who you talk to. That's cult life.
Yeah.
And she didn't know anything until we started hanging out. She tasted pozole for the first
Oh,
time. Bro.
hey, it changes people, bro.
That did it.
Changes
Hey.
people.
That did it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, for you to not
Yeah.
even know what pozole is, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's sad.
You're making me crave it now.
You want to go get some pozole? It's closed. It's closed.
Well, why did you say that?
Sorry. And your third song was in high school.
Third song.
You did the one in the pool, and then the second one was the broccoli, and the third one was
Third one. Wow, what the heck? No, the broccoli was my third one.
broccoli was third.
The third. That was my last college one. That was
Okay.
my last one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I messed up. I did stupid things. And when you met me, I was in a transition space where I was like, if I wanna experience life and do things I want to do, I need to change certain things in what I was doing in my environment too.
That when you were in that house, it was because I know you had other roommates too.
Yeah, and they're awesome. I still talk to them. They're
Okay.
great. But I had to make decisions within myself to do certain things differently, intentionally, to
Right.
get to where I wanted to be. And so that's when you see a complete change in music as well, from college to
Right.
now,
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm learning an amazing balance. You know, I have worship, and then I end with that damn song. And I love that damn song because it complements the worship music. And here is why. Because the damn song is talking about a man who's just being a man. He feels the pain that you said a man is set to experience certain type of pain, right? Because of society. And that song is telling you, you know, I feel this pain, man, and I'm finally being okay with not being okay.
Right.
I have this bottle, and I have cocaine, and that's all I'm going to need. You know, and he's acknowledging that he's done, and it sucks. He acknowledges it, you know, and it complements the worship one because the worship one says, I'm done. I'm tired. I got nothing in me, man.
Right.
Like you're telling me to follow you and love your people, but I'm done. And God says, yeah, I know you're supposed to be done because you're trying to do it by yourself. And I'm letting you know it's supposed
That's
to be
what
a
I'm here for.
relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. When you're tired, I got you.
Yeah.
So those are the way that kind of complements each other very well. And when you said, you struggle with balance, I do too still, but I know what balance is supposed to kind of look like, and I'm striving towards that. And as I strive, that's when I'm enjoying life to its fullest. And this is what happens. The whole photography, videography thing, it's fun, man, to try to find a balance. And I still mess up, bro. But
Can I ask you how old you are?
26. Ooh, I just turned
Sorry.
26, so you barely missed it. All right.
So 26, everybody always says the thing like age doesn't matter, but it does. In reality, the more you go through, not so much age, it's time. Because age, you can stop. Some people live still in the 80s. Some people still live in the 90s. Their age wants them to stay there, but time itself, it's all an experience, right? So with more time, I feel obviously more experience. My it's I was talking about accomplishing something. Once you've accomplished someone, you become that. You meet your goals. All that stuff, like the merits and the badges.
Yeah.
You understood, I think, at a very, very early age, like, I just want to do what makes me happy. And you do. That's what you do. Like, that's what I got off of you when I first met you. I was like, yo, this homie knows how to do it, because it's like, for somebody to call you Piojo, that means something to you, right? That means something to you. And it either hits a string of like, fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit. But you introduced yourself to me like that when we first met. Because you had that trust that this was going to use it right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like anybody else that uses their nickname, especially like Piojo, it means something that's like you either know me or if you're going to say it just to fuck with me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I grew up with that shit too.
I'm sure.
I grew up with people calling me names and I'm like, if you're going to call me that shit, you better be ready for that. Because you either earned it or you fucking are going to get socked in the mouth. And you gave me that. So I understand that kind of communication. I understand physical, mental, and just when somebody tells you something, like you said, I soak in it, and I'm like, it means something to me. And some people get too like weirded out, and they're like, oh, dude, like, why are you here? It's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. That's where I go to. I'm gonna if I'm gonna invest my time with you, it's gonna be real time. I'm not gonna sit there and not listen to you.
Absolutely.
Because that's just a waste of my fucking time. And if I already see by your body language that it's going to be a waste of both our time, I just don't even try.
I don't blame you.
Because there's no point, And like in the end of it all, of everything that does or doesn't happen, I'm ready to experience it. You know what I mean? Like this alone by itself. Like we've been just chilling for like 3 hours straight.
Right.
And it doesn't bother me at all to be like, oh fuck, you're at the DMV, fuck, whatever, goddamn, because you're not valuing just sitting there and admiring the characters in there and the people working behind the tables, how long they're there, who they have to deal with, and the lady that's yelling, you don't see any of that. You're just like, it's like, dude, if you were to see the full picture and just step into it and be like, whoa. And again, it brings us back to the weed. Weed will trigger that.
Yeah.
It'll open that door.
Yeah.
And people always say, well, it's a drug that leads to other drugs. No, man. It's your mind that leads to whatever it is you want it to lead it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if your mind's not ready for the herb, then you shouldn't be drinking or taking aspirin, homie. You shouldn't be taking any of that shit. Because if you think about it, if your body cannot handle something that opens a door and makes you realize something, what is the aspirin doing to your insides without even you knowing? It's a fucking evil game, but people like playing it.
Yeah, they do.
You know?
Yeah, they do.
All right, so you go from high school. You're at a different place now. You're like, dude, I'm trying to transition.
Yeah.
And you did. You had You had a girlfriend. I remember with the dog.
Yeah.
That I remember. Yeah, dude. Okay, I'm starting to recall now because I remember you being at the house. Was it Super Bowl party?
Super Bowl, yeah.
Super Bowl
yeah.
party.
So she's still my girlfriend now.
Okay.
We came back together, man.
Hey.
So that's oh man, yeah. So that's even better, bro.
Wow.
But yeah.
So you guys got together and that was you college.
That was at the end of my college.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end of my college. So I was already making my transition. Like I knew that the next girlfriend that I was gonna have was gonna be someone that I wanted to really take time to invest and see a possible future.
Right.
With. So yeah, it was my first heavy relationship, bro.
And then when you guys broke up, what that was like after college for you or for her?
Yeah, so we were supposed to finish the same time. Again, I never finished, but she did. This
Right.
girl was smart. 2 degrees and a minor in 4 years.
Ooh.
Like this girl was like she's a hard worker, bro. She is a book girl, and I love her for that. But
Okay.
no, so yeah, we started dating technically at her last semester of college.
Okay.
We broke up like 2 years after that, and then now we're
So in
together.
that breakup, is any of that music from the breakup? The last like none of it. No.
Honestly, okay. Technically, the worship
Yeah.
music, but
Okay.
it was not like.
You didn't have a soundtrack.
It was more like I'm healing and.
Okay,
I
so you
love
were
her, but
focused on
yeah.
you then.
Again, brother, I'm
Hey.
telling you, man. Again, it's not a perfect balance, but I really was trying my best to grow myself as a
Wow.
man, because I knew that my future wife, deserves the
You.
best version of
You.
me.
Yeah, you.
So whether that was Ashley or someone else, thank God it's Ashley. But I wanted to make sure that I worked on myself completely, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
What like I said, it's a movie. This is your film. You're 26. You're fucking intelligent. You get shit. You get shit, bro. Like in your movie, the way you have set it up so far to let us experience your life. What? It's such a fucking cliche question, but in a sense, like, what would you have changed? Like, not so much to better your future, to make you better, but what would you have changed? Like, as I don't know, like, where you think you would have maybe benefited more now, like something as small as like, if I didn't, like we were saying, if I didn't eat all that candy, you know what I mean? Like something that not on the spiritual level, but just like, what do you think so if you would have done that, where you would be right now? You know what I mean?
Okay, so see again, and I'm trying to be cheesy either because it's being real.
Hey,
I thought about this specifically.
I don't need cheese, but I like it.
But if I would have waited to date, if I would have just waited to date, man, because remember that unhealthy habit of trying to be everyone's savior?
Right.
That carried into college, right, into my relationships. And so if I would have just waited to date, and I would have just kind of let my love kind of boil a little bit and develop a little bit more, I would have saved myself money. I would have saved myself a lot of pain, both emotional and physical. I would have been in a whole different state. A whole different state. I'd be somewhere else if I would have just waited to date.
Okay.
And I would have waited. That's the biggest.
But it's not a regret.
Not a regret
It's not a
because
regret.
because I'm here.
Okay.
Because I'm here. Oh
Okay.
my God, it's not
Okay.
a regret, man. It is not. But you asked me that question. That's the one thing I would, if I did go back, I would. But I don't regret it because it's brought me to you.
Yeah.
It's brought me to my friends and to Ashley. So yeah, I don't regret it,
Hey, yo,
regret it.
see, and look, the circle has been completed in this time of your life. Another circle will open up, and then it's up to you to close it, open it, and like I just told my wife today, I was like, man, I just realized something. I should never, ever ask you what you need and what you want. I know. I fucking know. And all I did was wash the dishes and took her out for a drink.
And she was happy, man.
You know what I mean? But even then, the night didn't end the way she wanted it. She lost some money or whatever, and it was one. But I was like, I'm good. because I did what I had to do without anybody asking me to do it.
Yeah.
Like, there's days I got just angry at her not too long ago because I was like, Soleil, I wanted that pizza. You didn't eat it the whole fucking day. And then when I want it, you say you want it. I'm like, yo. But that's the thing, you know what I mean? It's like that moment happened yesterday, bro. Yesterday, I'm fucking 37. It happened yesterday. Nothing will change. Nothing's gonna change. You can go and you can talk to millions of people and you could be the top of your speech class or whatever. But in the end, you leave and all those people, chances are you'll never even hear from them again.
Yep.
Nothing will change in your realm, your circle, your thing. See, like, she throws shit at me right now because she wants attention. She wants me to be like, hey, pay attention to me, Dad.
Yep.
But is that going to change anything?
No.
Probably not.
Nope. Nope.
And she doesn't understand that yet because she's so young and she hasn't gone through what we've gone through. She's never witnessed me hurting somebody physically. She's never witnessed me get drunk and belligerent and ignorant and do things. And I'm not going to be that person to do it. She's seen me get really mad, but that's about it, which gives her the balls to throw shit at me. You know what I mean? I never had the balls to throw shit at my dad. Bro, if I threw something at my dad.
Oh, we dead, bro.
But that relationship was crushed from birth. I never had a relationship with my father. She can throw stuff at me, but she knows when and what not to throw at.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's a relationship here. I never had that with my father until I was 26, 27, where I was like, nah, man, this has got to change. You choose to have your own relationships with the people you want to because you chose to have a relationship with yourself first. And nobody, like I said, people know more about Kardashian and what she puts on her lips than what they do to themselves and how they want to do it to themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's so cool, bro, that we're like the same person, but on different paths.
Yeah.
And I truly, deeply, honestly, dude, no fucking doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
That's what every human being is with every animal, with every plant, with every living thing.
Yeah.
We're all the same fucking thing. Even though a fly fucks another fly, they're still trying to fuck that fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and we don't consider this, and we don't even think about it. But maybe they have a relationship, those two flies. You know what I mean? You never know, bro.
Never know. Bug's life, bro. Bug's
I've
life.
seen dogs have relationships where they're not even
Dogs, man.
sexual, and the guys love each other.
Yep.
And they're like, I love this guy.
Yep.
Me and Bella.
Exactly.
Yep.
Ziggy and jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Yeah, she's jellyfish now because she got really jealous last time. She said, Michelle said she's jellyfish. But
funny.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same connection. We push away from it. We say we don't understand it because whoever tells us, oh no, you're not supposed to. You're a man, you're a woman, you're a this, you're that. Once you push all that shit away, religious or not, you end up at the same fucking place.
Yep.
And nothing changes for you because it's all one. You'll share it even more.
Yeah.
You'll be like, yeah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Exactly.
And like I said, she's never witnessed the shit we've witnessed. And thanks to us, because we chose to change that shit. We were the ones who were like, I'm not going to do what
Breaking generational curses right there, bro.
But think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
How many generations did it take, bro?
Exactly.
Our parents went through wars. Through our parents' parents went through wars. Shit, they went through. If you were out here, you were still going through missile crises and all that bullshit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were stressed out. They were hungry. They were poor. Whatever. They got through it.
Yeah.
If they can get through that, even though they still did some stupid shit, like you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
they're still there.
Absolutely.
And there's always still an opportunity to make it right, no matter what. And me, these kids right now, they are the key to that. We are the key to that because we're like, look, man, I'm not fucking bragging, bro. I did a bunch of dumb shit, but I did it right. Having children, a lot of people look at it as dumb.
Yeah,
That's
some
stupid.
people
Why
do.
would you overpopulate more? Can't you see
Yeah,
planet
I've
Earth? It's
heard
like,
that.
bro, I'm only populating people that understand planet Earth so they can nourish it and save our asses because
When we
I'm,
need it.
you know what I mean? I'm trying too. I'm not saying that I'm leaving it up to them, but my parents didn't give me a fucking chance. Their parents' didn't give them a fucking chance. And most definitely before that, we've been destroying ourselves and the planet we live on since a
Beginning.
minute now.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
there was people before us that were like
Oh,
in touch with
yeah.
the stars
And
and
they were doing
they
okay, man.
understood
Yeah.
Earth
Yeah.
because they went through it. History shows that they were healthier than a lot of our other generations.
their
You know what
diet,
I mean?
man.
Oh,
Oh,
forget about
gosh.
it. That's what I'm saying. We understand that. And it's up to us to be like, check it out. You don't have to drink soda. Try some water with a little lemon. It's bomb. You know what I
There you
mean?
go,
And
there you
and
go.
that alone, call them hippies, call them tree huggers, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They're just like you and me. We're trying to do the right fucking thing.
Yep.
And it's not that hard.
No, man. And you get to experience that with people if they're open about it, you know? You know, it's this beautiful thing when you get to just say, I don't care who we are, but we are people. Can we
Yeah.
just connect as people, man? Like, again, those are some of the best conversations, whether it's with a person that disagrees with me or agrees with me.
A bum.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter, bro, but conversation with another human being is a gorgeous, beautiful thing,
An
man.
exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
An exchange of things that work.
Mhm.
Hey, I tried this. And it actually worked. Hey, I want to try it. Maybe I gotta, you know. It's the communication part of it that people don't want to try.
Yeah, yeah.
Because why am I gonna waste time with this person? But it's like, dude, 5 seconds of this guy that just shot children at a school, 5 minutes of him talking to somebody that was at his level and somebody not, that would have saved lives.
Mm-hmm.
5
Yep.
seconds of playing a song that brings people happiness, that saves lives.
Mm-hmm.
Couple hours of shooting pictures for a moment that they probably will be like, oh my God, I'm so glad he was there taking these pictures.
Yeah,
Those moments, those things that we do, they matter.
yeah.
If you're in a ticket booth in somewhere in LA in some raunchy ass parking lot, you might not know it, but you're doing somebody a solid if you just let them through one day.
Right?
You know,
Those small things,
oh,
man.
Bro,
It goes on for miles. You don't understand.
you save
that.
lives.
Yeah.
You
That's
save
why, bro,
lives.
as funny as it is, man, whenever I go buy something at a store, if I have small interaction with anyone, I try to make it a tad bit special because you don't know what they're going through.
And it's not a God thing.
It
It's a
ain't.
you thing.
It's just a me
It's a
thing,
you
bro.
thing. You're like, dude, I'm doing this because I want to do
yeah,
it.
and it makes life fun, bro.
Yeah.
It makes
I
life
just did.
interesting.
Some cholo ass dude walked in. He wanted his energy drink. He put it on the counter. He didn't have 10 cents. He went. He's like, fuck. He went. He put it back. I paid for it. I told him let him get the one he wanted because he came back with like a cheaper one.
Yeah.
And he came back and he the guy's like, oh no, go get the other one. That guy paid for it. And he was just like, hey man, good looking out. Everybody else was like, oh, he's a thug, he's a gangster, he's full of yeah, so what?
Okay.
He's just getting an energy drink right now. He
that-
he
yeah.
might be getting an energy drink to go rob a bank, but at least all he's doing right now is getting an energy
That's
drink.
all we need. That's all
You
we
know
care
what I
about,
mean?
bro. Honestly.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and it's crazy because they're like, well, until it happens to you. What if he was going to go rob your house? Then I would tell him, bro, I bought you a motherfucking drink, homie.
Don't forget that.
What's up? And
Yeah.
if he comes at me with the gun, fuck your drink. I'm like, then that's what it is, bro. You probably need everything you're doing right now. You probably need to do it more than I do. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I defend myself or I don't defend myself.
Yeah.
It's always situations.
Yep.
But I did my part. If he does ever bump into me in the street and he remembers me, there you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And trust me,
You know?
it'll come back, you know?
It's
And
never a doubt in my mind.
you know?
100,000,000% karmic energy that I just finished a whole series of books called, it's basically karmic astrology. And it talks about, basically what you push out is what you get in.
Yeah.
But it's more real than anything. More real than it. Like you said yourself, bro. It could have been God. It couldn't have been God. But I spoke to someone, including myself, that I wanted to be part of something,
Yeah.
and boom, I got a phone call. You know what I mean?
There you go.
It's different name, same energy.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man.
Different
It makes
name,
life
same
fun.
energy. And that's why I
makes
tell
life
these
fun.
kids,
Yeah.
because they'll come at me and they're like, hey, God this and God that. I'm like, hey, that's cool, man. Like, what God are you talking about? I don't know. I was like, well, pick one. You know what I mean? Pick one so you can learn about them and understand it. And then come at me and be like, oh, I was talking about this God.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
She was saying goodnight, but I texted back.
All right.
I forgot.
All right, man. Hey, we could keep
There you
going
go,
all day,
bro. I
bro.
know.
Hey,
I
man.
know, Babas. I know.
Guys, thank you so much
Thank you
for
guys very
whoever
much.
tuned in. It's Matt Piojo. If you guys ever need any video, photo, do you play any other instrument other than the piano?
Trumpet and piano.
Ooh, if you need a
Piano.
trumpet player and a pianist. Is that
Hey.
what you say, pianist? Or
Pianist.
pianist?
Pianist.
I don't know.
All
See,
right.
see how dumb we
You,
are? We didn't
you
finish
got
college.
me. You got me choked up on this. You see, I should have gone to that other class. I knew it.
Oh,
No.
Thank you for tuning in. Eclectic Vibe. DJ Ghetto Funk. And
Yes.
they'll find you on Instagram, Facebook.
Live past 5. Live _ past _ the number 5.
There you
Live
go.
past 5.
Instagram, Facebook, and you got YouTube?
No, not YouTube right now.
Not yet. He's saving the good shit.
Saving
Hey,
it.
hey.
Saving it.
All right, man. Well,
Yes, sir.
good night, everybody, and drive safe.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys at the next one.
Signing
Follow
out.
my Instagram, Pixel3.